more can I say?
Top Billin. Yo, Top Billin to ya. All right, y'all, got a little something planned for you that's a little bit different, so bear with your boy. I've been kicking back, chilling, relaxing, decompressing because I know the season is going to be long and I need a little bit of time off. So I've just been enjoying a lot of the things and picking up some old hobbies and stuff. And one of my favorite, or probably my biggest love in life, is fitness. I'll be talking about my man Chris Carson here in his crazy-ass workouts. Chris Carson from the Seattle Seahawks, of course, running back. It should be a big year for Seattle with the change in offensive philosophy. Them able to make chicken salad out of chicken shit with your boy John Schneider at GM and what they did in free agency, what they did in the draft, the style of football that they have behind your man Chef Russell at quarterback. It could definitely be a big year for them. It's going to be tough in both the NFC and the AFC for that matter, but you got to give props to a team like Green Bay, of course. Tampa, reigning champs there. Even a team like New Orleans. I wouldn't sleep on New Orleans if I'm anybody out there. And we shall see about that, man. But none more so than Seattle. Seattle should be balling out. Oh, shout outs to the San Francisco 49ers as well. And maybe even the Rams. So it's going to be a tough road to hoe. But those teams have to play Seattle too. And Seattle is a mother. So and keeping up with that, man, talking about fitness and talking about my man Chris Carson, running back. It's the first position I ever played. Played it for some years. Probably to this day still my favorite position that I played just because it was the first one. Most guys who play safety, linebacker, they usually start at running back. I'm no different from that aspect there. And I love playing that position. Built just like it, right? I always tell people they love all these tall-ass running backs. They talking about 6'4" running backs and shit like that. Nah. I love a running back to be somewhere between 5'8" and 6 feet tall, 225 pounds. Remember, for every 10 pounds, you gotta go by an inch of height, right? So for every inch of height, 10 pounds. So if someone is 6'1", 220 pounds, you gotta take that. And when people are thinking somebody's big and they're 6'5" and 225 pounds, less surface area, more dense muscles, definitely a tough type of cat to tackle. You don't want to tackle down in and down out. I've been that guy, and I've been on the other side having to tackle that type of guy. No bueno. Your man, Chris Carson, is one of the toughest guys in the league to tackle. So we'll look at his crazy-ass workouts there, but to kind of set this up in this type of content right here, I love it just because that's my thing, man. Before I started in journalism and writing and in media and everything like that about 8 years ago, I was playing semi-professional football, and I was a fitness trainer / nutritionist, and I was also training to be a competitive bodybuilder, and I was fitness modeling too. So I put up pictures here, and you see your boy from that time period or whatever like that, and I'm about 5'11" myself. And I was always comfortable at about 225, 230 pounds. But when I was having to do fitness modeling and stuff like that, I would be at like 208 pounds, absolutely peeled. So this is definitely my thing, and I can identify with a guy like Chris Carson and what it takes to be that. And this man is working hard as hell. And he's from Georgia, right? So I know about Chris Carson. He's from exactly where I live at in Gwinnett County. He played at Parkview High School. And the guy's a complete monster. He fits exactly what they want to do in Seattle and the type of physicality that they bring, the finesse with the physicality. But let's check out some of the physicality right here with his crazy-ass workouts, all right? So I'm going to start right here on this one. You guys probably saw this, but you ain't seen my reaction to it, baby. So right here, first of all, working with the chain, right? Probably a 25 to 50-pound chain. Yeah, this is hard. So look at this. My man right here, he's working with the trap bar. Like, look, this is the trap bar he's working with there. So my guess on that is probably nothing, to be honest with you. It looks cool. A lot of this shit, to me, is about aesthetics with the stuff that I see these guys doing these days, right? Ever since I've been out the game, a lot of the stuff is very aesthetic driven, and this looks cool as shit, right? If you can see this on camera right there, working with the trap bar. You got the chain right here as well. So definitely a very core-driven exercise, just having to actually hold his legs up in that particular position as well. So a lot of the stuff I noticed that he's doing really affects or impacts his core. But working with the trap bar is probably no different than if he were right here doing it with the regular pull-up bar there. So very cool looking. There's no doubt about that. I love the speed in which he's working with, right? Very slow and controlled movements. I always work out like that with my clients. We work with slow and controlled movements. You're going to involve more muscle fibers that way. Can't get a whole bunch of reps out of that bad boy when you're doing that or whatever like that. So from an aesthetic standpoint on that, might not be your best thing, but a lot of people like to be on camera. They like to do a whole bunch of 9,000 different reps or whatever like that. But 6 to 10 clean reps like that with slow and controlled movements, oh my God. So that's a pretty dope exercise right there. Man. First of all, shit. This is hard. So I used to love to go heavy on squats, and probably paying for it now, right? I have to do a lot of different shit nowadays, right? I got older and everything like that. I could never go heavy on squats like that anymore. I got knee problems and stuff like that. And I always noticed that when I did go heavy on stuff, I would stay injured a lot more. And your man Chris Carson, if anything that you could think about Chris Carson is that he's a great back. And what has he been in the league? Maybe like 4 years now, whatever like that. The only thing that holds him back is injuries. So I wouldn't project my stuff on him. That's just me personally. I was always a lot better, and I could still stay big, 225, 230 pounds. A lot of it was through nutrition, right? 90% of your results are going to come through nutrition, right? You can lift and this and that, whatever like that. If your nutrition isn't up to par, you're not going to see the results that you think you could. So I would always stay a little bit more healthier when I wasn't lifting that heavy. But shit, what is this? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit, what's that, 5? Man, this is close to 500 pounds, right? Maybe like 490. I don't know. You have to do the math there. I would say about 500 pounds there. We can see he's working at about shoulder width here. So this would be some pretty good right there. Look like you're probably maxing out right here. Pretty deep max, too. Maxing out, going down that low. Let's go back on that. You see the anguish on his face right there. Look at the quad sweep right there. I love it. I always make sure I try to cap my quads like that. If you ever want to know like what they call show muscles, always got to have that quad sweep there. You got to have those deltoids. Got to cap your deltoids. Always make sure your traps are up to snuff like that if you want to be able to look good in your clothes and everything like that. And so Chris Carson definitely has that aesthetics going, and really pretty deep squat right here to be going that heavy. And he explodes up out of it. You're talking about kinetic motion there and being able to explode up out of that. He's back on the chains right here on the trap bar. It looks like I don't know if he turned his area or something like that. Same kind of deal right there. Slow and controlled movements. You talk about involving that back, man. And the back is one of those things, man. There's so many muscles in the back that if you really work it and you really hit different angles and everything like that, make sure you're getting your rolls in. Make sure you have that upper trap development and work that mid back. And the smaller your back, your waist, obviously, which is your core, and being able to get that, man, you can get a lot of good results out of your back. And your back is your money maker. No, come on now, right? So my man's on the trap bar. So this will be close grip presses, right? Close grip bench press. Obviously not a bench press, it's a trap bar there. He's making sure that he can't use his core. Or I'm sorry, he's using his core. He's making sure that he can't get his legs involved. Your legs are always going to be your strongest part of your body. If you can get less legs involved when you're bench pressing, it's going to be all chest, shoulders, delts, and stuff like that. So that's dope right there. Me honestly though, that shit look a little splendid right there. Looking like you got a little splendid in this tank right there. And we know Chris Carson ain't got all that, but yeah, I guess you got to do what you got to do. I wouldn't be having my legs out like that. I personally couldn't do it right there. But he's getting the job done, and you can't argue with the results right there. But I had to put my legs down and find a different way or have them down a little bit lower or something like that. I don't know. You guys let me know. Y'all in the gym doing that shit? Cats I was hanging with and my workout partners and shit like that, they tell me to put my legs down real quick. I couldn't be out there doing that. All right, a lot of shit going on in this one right here. This is hard. So my man's on the stability ball on one foot doing a push-up on a band with a chain on. What? This is hard. Man, come on. You can see that. You can see the difficulty in that, man, by the different muscle fibers he's recruiting. I mean, his shit's shaking like a salt shaker. His shit's shaking like a scrimple. Look at that. That mama jumper's recruiting all kind of muscle fibers in this shit. Look at that. Oh, man. And then you got to really be able to engage that core because you only have one leg. You're on one leg. You put that leg down right there, it'll be a lot easier for you right there. And then balancing on that one leg, you put the chain back on it. No type of stability right here. The whole thing's going to involve your core. Obviously, you're going to be working your chest, probably the mid to upper chest on this one right here. But you're also going to be working your damn mind because this shit, that's got to be stressful as a motherfucker right there, boy. Damn, and you make them switch legs. Just the whole switching legs process is probably the toughest one, right? Put that leg down and then bring the other one up. Ooh, come on now. You're doing the most right here. I love this. It's a good exercise right there for sure. All right, what we got here, kind of a split lunge. So you hopping out of that squat from a split and back into it going down. Ooh, man. That shit right there, man, that train your Achilles and all kinds of shit right there. That was kind of dangerous to me. Ooh, definitely working on that explosion, being able to fire off from there, especially from a squatted position there. So I firing up and bringing that knee up, obviously because you're on a split lunge. But coming down like that, ooh, boy. And you're holding the damn kettlebells with it. Ooh. We would do a little something like that. I was at a training facility, and I would help train running backs and for like a marketing endeavor type thing. That's a pretty good workout there. I don't know about coming down like that, but hey, these guys are the professionals, man. Let them do their work. Got the in and out ladder drill right here. You can see Carson with the neon green or lime green or whatever shoes. Look at that. Quick feet. Let me go back on that. Quick feet, got the power and the finesse. You can see that on the football field with him, right? He's a physical dude, but he's in that all hurdle club. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like the hurdles, right? Especially if you a guy like Chris Carson, you can punish people like that. Him, Saquon Barkley, Najee Harris, these guys, they love the hurdle, but Chris Carson will put that punishment on you. Y'all remember what he did to Jabril Peppers? All right, here we go. Inside zone, you can see Jabril Peppers coming up for the right in the alley. It should look. I remember doing this game. Look at that. Stick his foot in the ground. Moment of truth. Boom. And Jabril Peppers didn't do anything wrong. He was going to wrap up and everything. Look, this is your worst nightmare as a third level player, right? Strong safety. You see Jabril Peppers right here. He's running the alley, but good luck. Right? You got a guy like Chris Carson, and he did him bad, too. It looks like he was going to hit him with the finesse, maybe try to muscle relax him, but then he squared him up. Jabril Peppers actually gets his head on the outside, tries to wrap up and everything, but look at the surface area. That's what I'm telling you. These backs that are squattier, they give you less surface area to hit, man. That's why you got to have those capped out deltoids. You got to have those quads and everything like that because you're giving these guys nothing to hit but iron. Or nothing to tackle but iron. And bang! Look at that. He binked this shit. Watch this shit. Bink! He binked him. Fertilized him, right? Come on. He fertilized that man. He turned that man into taxidermy, right? So Jabril Peppers is done, right? He's an autonomous driver right now. He's just working from pure instinct. He's running off pure instinct. And then you can see, look. He falls back out. He falls back out because he's running while asleep, right? He got to get a ticket for that. He's driving while impaired and running while asleep. Look at that. He falls out. Come on, man. Chris Carson is a damn monster, all right? So there you have it, man. If you guys have some guys. I want to do running backs, right? Or maybe some linebackers and safeties as well, the positions that I play, because those guys are usually around my height, my weight, and everything like that. So I like to – that's what I was doing when I was coming up. I don't know what you guys were doing, but I was always trying to – I would pick somebody I thought had a dope physique, and I would work every day and train and try to be like them or even better with it or something like that. So a guy like Chris Carson is very inspiring in that manner. Hopefully some of you young kids watching this, make sure you go out and try to get your Chris Carson on. But let me know if some other guys out there, some really dope physiques in there. My man J.K. Dobbins from the Baltimore Ravens has a dope-ass physique. Saquon Barkley's in that stratosphere, definitely. And some other guys out there. So let me know if you guys run across some of these training videos. Alert me to them, and then if I may do something on it. All right? But it's your boy Murph, the Underground King. Make sure you support quality content, especially you Seattle Seahawks fans. Y'all guys love to get on my nerves and everything like that and harass me, and then y'all get crying. Y'all start crying when I don't do the Seattle content and everything like that. So at very least send your boy some quality content support, right? Some emotional support. The pay for my therapy when I had to do the Seattle Seahawks content. I got everybody from the weird Pacific Northwest telling me weird shit and telling me how to do my channel and what not to talk about and shit like that, as if they are my business partner or something like that. You guys got to chill, all right? Your boy Murph, the Underground King, top Billin Sports, and I am out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.